yeah, facts, you know.
We are
Facts,
here.
facts, facts.
I didn't even see you there.
Oh, you
But
hit record.
I did, as you didn't
No, that
know that.
was one of them jokes. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
I know you
I didn't
don't.
even see it there.
For sure. But yeah, we can. So we started with Luis Suarez topic, right?
Whatever you want to start with, brother.
I
Whatever you want
want,
to
I
start with.
want, I
Me, when
want.
it cut out any topics thing, upload separate. It really might not never
I
matter.
ain't cutting shit. This getting
Oh, for
uploaded.
real?
I ain't cutting nothing. This however long this is getting uploaded as is, big man.
All right, then I strangely feel then we should say Luis Suarez topic funny to you.
Uh,
I think we should start. I think we should start Liverpool,
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 Chelsea.
Chelsea. Then, yeah, get some serious ones. I think yeah, by the end, I guess.
All right, cool, no problem. All right, Liverpool, Chelsea. Just disclaimer: I
Yeah,
did not get to watch that game. I didn't even get to watch the highlights, dog.
yeah, these plastic fans, if you're being honest, since we start this whole thing,
You want to start
because
there,
it's
but
truly short.
you see half of the game. I see none of it. I
I see
come
half
home.
on a little bit.
All right, wait, you saw the first half.
Sure, yeah.
All right, how was the first half? Who start off? Who start off hot?
I would say it was kind of cagey, to be honest with you. Liverpool was easily the better side in the first half, no
Okay.
doubt. Um, Chelsea had them few chances, but like for the most part, it was a toothless display. I'm gonna lie to you. Um, Even so, I would say until the sending off, which come pretty much at the end of the half,
Wait, who
and
got sent off?
then it was Christensen with
Oh yeah,
a rugby tackle on Mane.
on
You know, he had
Mane.
to go for that. Yeah, he had to go for that. It was a good ball through. Mane ran onto it. The really ball was bouncing. Kepa come off the line pretty good. No like Kepa was off the line quick, but still, we know Mane. Mane was, if you watch how the way the ball bounced, Mane was clearly going to get it first, push it wrong, and make a chance of
I
it.
would honestly go and watch that highlight, but I for obvious reasons, you
Yeah,
can't go and
yeah.
show that. But
But
I can already visualize it in my head how it looked. But it
yeah,
was always like one
ball
thing.
fade through Christensen trailing behind, trying to catch up. I
Is a
think
deserved sending off. Like I mean, I said
for
deserved
sure
sending
when
off.
it
I mean,
happened,
not. I mean, as in like deserved. As in like the team would pat him on his back for taking that card.
maybe not hang a
Oh,
light because
okay.
is it weird because it's not a week up one situation against a Liverpool side. Crap, we can't
Okay.
let he score that in the
Okay.
70th minute, in the 75th minute that we can hold up with these men. Nah, we got an entire half to play against Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know what I
Defending
mean? And we gonna do
champions.
it with a man don't know. And it weird because it's more than likely we would have gone one down if Mane did get the ball. If you didn't make that challenge, by the same time they put me in a position with 10 men, we was already kind of stretched to begin with against this Liverpool side.
Yeah, we see that all the
And
time too. Where a man, it was very similar. I hate bringing up my own team because it seemed like a real bias, but same thing with David Luiz. You get sent off early in the game, and it's like, yeah, he probably would have scored anyway, but
yeah,
no, we
right.
gotta do this entire match with 10 men.
Yeah, correct. Because it was mainly for me, like a reason why them would be like, not great is timing be. As I say, we got put up with another 45 minutes of Liverpool pretty much cannot we with 10 men now.
Yeah, a
And we
team.
already wasn't creating a huge amount of chances to begin with.
But
Um
that thing in the group chat we in, I heard that Chelsea didn't play bad though.
didn't play bad, but at no point, if you watch the match, at no point I thought they posed any real threat
Okay,
to, to
okay,
Liverpool. I'll be honest with you. For the entire
okay.
first half, and then for the little bit of the second half that I did get to see before I had to left. But again, the thing is, I want to talk about the game more so like the bits that I did see, but then the transition to Chelsea as a team entirely. But I would say right now it's still a good lineup that game put out, right? You ain't got Ziyech, you don't got Chilwell, you don't got Thiago Silva, right?
Okay.
But still, it's you got good players on the pitch still, right?
Yeah.
You got Kai Havertz, you got Timo Werner. Timo Werner pace is all. I tell this to my brother as we were watching the game, right? I tell my brother he's almost a Bamiyang level threat, right? When it
Okay.
comes to when you that quick, brother, like I can't. It don't matter, but when you that quick, like you are an issue like for back lines. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure,
Always.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like even if it's just mentally like defenders saying, all right, I gotta keep an eye on this man because
Yeah,
one slip ball play through and man ain't
it's true.
right. So like as I say, you could argue, yeah, tough. You had a lot of your signings that you made and stuff like that wasn't in this game to play against a you know how good this Liverpool side is,
Yeah, yeah.
how tough it can be to beat anyhow. But I still feel I had good enough players on the pitch. I mean, still don't got
To
Pulisic
score a
either.
goal,
It
to
kind
score
of
a goal
tough
at least.
to. I mean, the thing is, truthfully, you might got the entire line of all the new signings. You still might not score against this Liverpool side on a given day. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. The side genuinely that good, but they
Well, like
did
I
have
said,
like
all right, go ahead, go ahead.
early on. It kind of did have a chance. Timo Werner went to play a pass through. It come back to he and in that position, like you might just start running. The man was like, all right, but I'm passing again. I try to pass, it come off, it come back to me. Well, again, I shoot. And like he just drive at goal, had a shot, wasn't the best, and just went wide. At that point, it was like Chelsea might be able to make a game out of this if they could get more chances like that. Because
Okay.
again, like I was saying, with that sort of pace, running in behind, you got Kai Havertz again, as I said, like even though he was at points, he was kind of nowhere to be seen. Like get a ball at his foot and he can't play a pass.
They
Timo
show
Werner
signs.
runs
They
top
show
tier.
signs.
Yeah, Timo Werner runs top tier, and pretty sure I think I can't remember which footballer tweeted that man runs ridiculous. Fabregas had tweeted, yeah, that man
Okay.
runs ridiculous and the RB. So like one passing behind and that's a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said,
But
there's no need to. If he's a Chelsea fan, there's no need to like get all up in arms about we
oh, of
losing.
course not.
Nah,
No, no, no,
especially not second
no.
game of the season.
You
That's their second
play,
game, right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. So it's like there's no reason. Like, listen, there's no time you should be able to take a L in any game, but at the same time, too, let me start freaking out about the fact that we lose to
Correct.
Liverpool second game of the season, and Liverpool. I mean, Chelsea gonna have a lot of chemistry building to do throughout the season
Yeah,
as well. So it's like
yeah.
you got some things to figure out. And at least from what you're hearing, Chelsea didn't play bad. So it's like
It wasn't. I mean, again, like I tell you, it is Liverpool. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It is Liverpool. The men in play. The men in play. I ain't watching the names like, but I almost say Sheffield for whatever reason. But the men in play. Give me a name. I want.
What Sheffield?
I don't know. There was the person that kind of mind. I see them kick earlier. I tell you the truth. I was watching FIFA 21 career mode and a man play against Sheffield. And I see the badge and I was like, I
And
feel
then
like Sam
you
missing
call
from this
Sheffield, you
badge.
call Sheffield as though Sheffield are better than
Bad.
most.
That
Sheffield are better than most teams. So
that's why I say. That's why I say. Give me a name because it was like that's
gonna
not a
call a
good. That's not a
Watford
good
or
comparison.
saying, oh
I
crap.
won't say
Well, Watford.
Southampton.
It was Watford that beat Liverpool though. That's a bad name to call. That's a bad.
We can beat City in a FA Cup final and get relegated the same year, brother.
You see, like, well, that's an excuse. It really just goes to show anything to overthink. Anything can happen.
Correct. You know
It's
what I
not the
mean?
worst loss in the world.
It definitely isn't. You play against a team. You play against a team in a building
Defending
chemistry. And I say
champions. Defending
correct.
champions.
You defending champions. Literally win the biggest club competition like 2 seasons ago, winning Champions League.
Exactly.
I
So
only
it's
get
like,
better since then. I had a little dip spin already. Like you know what I mean? There's a team. You're in a team just yet. This Chelsea side is not a team just
and
yet.
anybody who is like looking down on Chelsea after that got some serious reality to hit them in the next coming weeks when Chelsea actually
For real.
start to hit form like that. So
For real.
nah.
What
Because listen,
we'll
before the
talk
season,
about though is
uh-huh.
the second Mane goal, right? I'm gonna lie to you, as a big I don't even want to say this because any boy hearing that can say this man's an idiot.
Uh-huh.
But since Bilbao days, I was a big Kappa fan, right? A big
What?
Kappa fan. Since Bilbao days, I was a big Kappa. I like Kappa from Bilbao, but
I've
that
never
don't
heard
excuse.
anybody say they're a Kepa fan.
No, it's a weird reasoning. A lot of the weird players that I like bad always based off of career modes in FIFA. All right,
And that's fair.
like,
I ain't got a problem with that. That's actually pretty good. That is very wholesome.
you know what I mean? I had some FIFA career modes you could pick up Kappa on cheap from Bilbao, and that my potential be high and things. So like, and then yeah, like he had a good time at Bilbao in the cap, but not a world record keeper for sure. But
Yeah.
like literally same day. Like I didn't know everybody got a little bias. You play like and somebody give him a little criticism, you just be like, nah, man, I'm attacking that.
Also,
Also,
I didn't
so
even. That's fun. That's interesting though, because I mean, whoever new sees this video wouldn't know you, but me knowing
yeah,
you, that's weird hearing you say that because I didn't even know till this moment that you like
that.
Kepa.
Oh yeah, I
So
like Kappa bad, man. I like
you
Kappa
never
bad.
even mentioned
Especially
in the
even
group chat.
other reason too is because he last name. That last name hard.
Yeah, last
You
name
know what I
cool for
mean?
real. Now, I
And then
honestly,
if
I'm a Kepa fan due to that whole sorry situation last season.
correct me, the man was bad. Be as go back and watch that every couple weeks. Be honest, be like that nigga hard.
I remember the day it happened, right? And I had to check my phone and I see a message from you saying Kepa is a bad man.
Correct.
I will never forget that message.
Because I kid you not, I kid you not. I did not watch the match, right? I did not
Yeah.
watch. I fall asleep. The match was what I was watching match and I fall asleep. I went to work for 3 o'clock in the morning that day. So I come back home. I was too tired. I couldn't stand up, but I fall asleep, right? So never forget, I wake up and I went on YouTube and the official FA Cup page had posted already.
Yeah.
And I was like, this man bad, boy.
Yeah, it was, to me, that's not the most, because there's plenty of legendary moments, but that going down as one of the most legendary moments in football history for me.
That's iconic. Like I could because I remember I literally had just wake up and I started watching it. I was like, it seemed so surreal to me. I was like, this did not happen.
Perfect word.
I was like, this did not happen.
And you know
I
what
was
made it
watching this
better?
thing and I was like, there is no way this
right?
man refusing to come off.
What made it perfect to me, not better, what made it perfect to me is the fact that the man ended up seeing through the rest of the match, you know.
Rest of the match, the shootout, and he lost.
Exactly.
I wish he did win it.
I wish he won it. I wish he did.
And the goal of that man, the man was walking off after the full time, and they had a good penalty, and the man winked at the camera. I was like, this man hard.
Legendary just for that alone, you know what I mean?
Legend. And then the memes talking about how he's the manager and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, that was great, but
let me not get too much into that. But that we just had to mention. We just had to mention that because that was history, and that was a history. Like that was a bookmark in history there for sure.
For sure. I'll never forget that. I will never forget that. But you can't excuse the mistakes the man made over the course of time at Chelsea, and you can't. The second goal, like I told you about the time Ter Stegen did a similar thing. Like Mane misplaced the ball, right? Mane misplaced the ball. And you could see like the frustration on the man, like as he loses it. The man jump up like can't believe misplaced that pass, right? And then in a split second, as he literally jumped in like frustration, yeah. And as soon as he touched back on the man, full sprint at Kepa. Right? Kepa wasn't paying attention. Turn, I hit it. I don't know where he was passing it to exactly. If you're trying to clear something, Mane stretch with the foot, back in the net. Right? Okay. Overall, like is them started performances from Liverpool like as like period. Them is winning your league, them is winning your league titles in a way. You know what I mean? Like clean sheets and just getting them goals by whatever means necessary.
For sure, and that is exactly why Liverpool been so dominant the last 2 years, because those kind of games Liverpool still find a way to get.
They had a lot of games like that last year, you know. They had a lot of games like that last year.
I think coming down to the end of season, the way how they finished the season, although they still won, that overshadowed a lot of them kind of victories Liverpool got throughout the season. Yeah. But Liverpool had a lot of like grinded out wins and stuff like that.
For sure. It's be touchy because so for instance, I had for Barca, right? You will go through these periods of time where you're playing good and you get frustrated, man, game 1-1 draws off you and things like that, right? But you play so good and you're like, what do you have? And then that was a couple years ago, and then you come to like last season where we play absolute garbage and still get the wins. It gotta take a balance, because then we could look at that Barca side, you could see this was like right after the COVID break. Even before that, we was skating by with a lot of results, right? Yeah. And then you would see and like poor performances, but we somehow draw the win.
Yeah, all the Barcelona fans I know, all the Barcelona fans I know said that same thing. I can't speak for all of them, but the ones I know, like you, Ronaldo, your brother, even say the same thing. It's like, even though we might pull out the point there or the 3 points there, the performance wasn't great. You know what I mean?
Wasn't good because then they say like, all right. Because one is for two reasons is where when you watch Barca football Canada over the years, it's beautiful football. The men's play good, you love it, you love to see it. I mean, you don't see that no more, you just be disappointed. But the other thing is we got this like expectation of going on. You want to challenge for Champions League, you want to win everything. You know what I mean? I just look in the future, just be like, Bayern would have put 7 in we if we'd have playing Bayern today. We wasn't going to win that game. So said, so done, and put 8.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I feel you, man. But that's why Liverpool, that's why for me, those kind of teams deserve to win trophies, because when you could win those games, and although it may not have been the prettiest, you get the job done. In Barca's situation, obviously that's a little bit different because we know what Barcelona type of football is, and although they're picking up the points, this is not sustainable. You know what I'm saying? We can,
correct.
and so said, so done. So yeah.
I'll talk about this Jorginho penalty though.
Was it Jorginho penalty?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara came on.
I really know nothing about this Liverpool Chelsea game.
Now we had to cycle to this one. Jorginho, these penalties need to go, big man. These jump run-ups need to go, B.
That's illegal, like, B.
It's not when so much men is missing them. Go on and take them out to you.
But nah, like, I admire it, but it's teething me. I don't like it. At the same time, I don't like it.
B, I've seen him miss that before. I've seen Youssef Martinez miss. He miss it. He gets saved this time too. So, listen, I tell this to my brother. To me, that run up so stupid because you could do. I watched literally that same day or the day before Erling Haaland do a penalty against. Well, I can't remember who then play. It was perfect, brother. Perfect stutter run up. Stutter run up so much better than that jump foolishness, because the whole point of both of them is to see where the keeper going first and then put it the other direction, right?
Yeah.
If you watch that Erling Haaland penalty, you might put the stutter and the keeper completely by it. Yeah, and someone by it so casual, and literally he body move one direction and he might just stare into the next one. Like there was no chance for he didn't even dive. It was end of that. Jorginho, this jump run up. It just looked ridiculous, man. It just looked ridiculous, and it's look just it meant his one praise it when it gone in, and ESPN and can tweet about it and be like, "Oh my god, that was so great!" But when it missed, it just looked ridiculous.
It looked terrible.
Last thing I want to mention specifically about the game was a Timo Werner chance, right? This man get played through. It ended up being offside, and that's the best thing for he, because this man get played through, and I won't be able to describe to you how the man botched this chance, botched that finish altogether. It was bad. It is. I always use it. You know me. You know. Well, if it's one player, you know I was a big fan. I tell you a couple times. I was a big Timo Werner fan.
Yeah.
Right. But I always used to tell my brother this because, you know, every once in a while, like maybe they're trying to sign Lautaro Martinez. You were here. Kenny ended that saga. I was hearing like, them might want to go in for Timo Werner instead. It might be a cheaper option, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my brother was like, who you prefer? I always used to say Timo Werner because he's a quality striker, but the price, we pinching for pennies right now. The price is the main thing. Man want over 100 and saying for Lautaro Martinez, we could get Timo Werner for 40 saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always tell my brother, like, this man got a miss R2 Trust me, this man got a miss R2 But just because of the type of striker he is, if he got a good supporting cast, he can get so much chances in a game that he can score too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the finishing sometimes could be shocking, but Chelsea on a whole got a lot to look forward to. Like, truthfully, like many other players get there. It can be interesting to see if Lampard can change his system in a way. I kind of don't like Kai Havertz out wide. If you watch how them set up in this game, particularly in the first half, it was Timo Werner out to the left and Havertz playing through the middle, and still ain't gonna get results like that neither.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it might end up being like a 4-2-3-1 with Havertz at the 10, Timo Werner going through the center. At that point, it'll be Pulisic one side and Ziyech the other side. But
I definitely, because I really upset I didn't get to see the game because I was at work. But
yeah,
because I really wanted to see how Chelsea, Lampard, obviously when I said Chelsea, I mean Lampard. But honestly, I like how Lampard, like, from a tactical standpoint, is, especially throughout the course of a 90 minutes, how not trying to compare Emery and Lampard, right? But Emery used to do the same thing where, but if something is not working, I'm going to change it 15 minutes into the game. I don't care.
Right.
Lampard is very similarly. If something is not working before this go downhill, I'm going to change it. No. So I like that about a manager who, although it could be a little detrimental to the squad, but if you training every single day, but the squad should have no problem like rotating certain things during the course of a match. And that's what I like about Lampard a lot.
These men's professionals. These men's get paid hundreds
Exactly.
of thousands of dollars. You know what
I
I mean?
asking you to change formation at halftime, and that's a problem. That's the most difficult thing for you to do in the world. Like, come on. I mean, so
Those footballers, man. But
exactly. And Chelsea seemed
I
to do
think
it well. Arsenal really didn't succeed consistently with it. To me,
right.
Chelsea last season constantly was changing up things, and the man would then get the win, and that's why kind of becoming a final line part. I don't like giving Chelsea credit, but I becoming a final
Yeah.
line part for that reason.
But it can be even more interesting to see now because it's not even debatable. He got much better players at his disposal now. So
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
it like it can be interesting to see like after a while now you can say it ain't down to these men. It gotta be down to the management. You know what I mean? So when this full side come together, because on paper the site is gonna look very, very good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I genuinely feel it will perform, but if it doesn't, you can gotta start looking like it gotta be you. You know what I mean? But we can see like on a
So
whole
like
now, like
you before we finish off this Chelsea Liverpool topic, you think that if the players play up to standard, that Lampard has no reason not to win the Premier League?
I think the other side is too good as it is.
You think Man
I
City's
think the
still
other
better than Chelsea? Like
yeah,
100% fit
yeah,
Chelsea?
because 100%. Because again, as I say, when you look at our Man City side, who's the additions that they make this year? Them
Nathan
signed
Ake,
Fernand Torres, Nathan
right.
Ake. Somebody will go correct me if I'm wrong if that was it, but pretty sure that's it,
That's it. But
right?
that team was already fairly complete.
Correct. It was already a really good side. If they could get Koulibaly before the end of the window somehow, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
side stat. It always
yeah.
was stat, but is already a team. This Chelsea side, I feel they can click and they can got some big moments, right? But I feel City and Liverpool
I can see,
are
but
already better
as much
teams.
as you just said that though, I can still see. I still put Liverpool to win again, but I could see
Yeah.
Chelsea possibly overtaking Man City.
You see that? All right.
I can see it
I think
happening. I mean, it might be too early for
because
me to
this is
say
my thing.
so,
This is my thing, right?
especially because I didn't watch Chelsea first game, but I could still see Chelsea overtaking Man City right now.
This is my thing. As good as a lot of Chelsea players, a lot of them got some shockers in them too. Thiago Silva can come straight into that back line, brother. But
Yeah,
my man, how many Thiago Silva horror shows have we seen over the years? Be
yeah, for sure,
Thiago
for
Silva
sure.
great. Thiago Silva great. Be I had an argument with my brother about he a couple months ago about how good he is exactly.
Yeah,
But Thiago Silva's had some horror shows in the past. You could argue it was the defensive partner. You could argue a lot of things. Nah, he's had some horror shows in the past before. Again, Timo Werner, sometime there will be days, this man is gonna have a record amount of shots in the Premier League and come out without a single goal. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
yeah, understandable, but you can make that argument for like a couple of players on Man City too, and we've seen it last season, especially Man City. To me, like maybe that's a harsh word, but I think they capitulated last season. Um,
Yeah.
Sterling,
I
to
just
me,
think that
Sterling did not have
yeah.
the greatest. Sterling's season was pretty bad in my opinion. No, if
I
somebody
don't
could
I
point
don't
some
think
numbers to argue me against that, that's fine. But I personally
I'm
think
pretty sure the
Sterling's
numbers
season.
would I'm pretty sure numbers would disagree with you.
Okay, cool. But I just think the eye test would tell me Sterling did not have a great season at the same time, though. You know what I mean? That's just me.
I
That's
get
just
you.
me.
It just didn't keep but my thing is with City, like bar Champions League, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel they've got so much quality on the day to build them up, no joke.
Yeah,
Like
all right.
when I see in a strange way when I see, and it's so strange to say it because we ain't see this full Chelsea play together yet. And you know it's football. Like, literally anything can happen.
Yeah.
You could predict one thing to happen and it go completely left. You know what I mean? This Chelsea side, everybody could be fit in 3 weeks' time and them don't lose a game till February. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As
Yeah.
football, you know what I mean? Because they can be a good side, ain't a dope. But I just think the construction of the City team, the Liverpool team, are already just too good because as better teams, I feel like when the Chelsea team, I feel like when some certain Chelsea players got horror shows of days, I feel all of them got horror shows. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
feel like it can
that's
be a
fine.
team-based issue. I feel like other times now you see like a City going issues like it take one free kick for De Bruyne to put it in back in net and we won up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
It take one De Bruyne pass to play through this body, endless options, brother, and a chance created and a goal scored. I feel like sometimes Chelsea just got that starting
All
to
right.
pull up wins sometimes. It can be a
We
good
got
side, don't get me wrong at all. That can be a damn good side to watch. I feel like everybody got them eyes on Chelsea. And like nobody wouldn't be nobody. It would be stupid to say you ain't watching Chelsea this year. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I don't think anybody's saying that.
I could say a third play. I won't say them. I won't see them overtaking City just yet. But it's
I
football.
can
Anything
I can go
happen.
on a limb and say second.
All right, for sure. Premier
Yeah.
League predictions here again. Liverpool to win it. City second. Chelsea third. Arsenal relegated.
First of all, fuck you. Secondly, I got Liverpool first.
Mm.
Again, I like kind of 60-40 with it, but I can stick with what he's saying. Chelsea second, Man City third. Fourth place is so funny, bro. Like fourth place is always such a funny position
It
right
can
now.
literally be anybody.
You know what I mean? Because no, you can't call. Well, you could, but I think like you can't really call Chelsea name. No, I'm not ruling them out of falling back into like that top four thing.
Sure,
But
for
you know what I mean?
sure, for sure.
But
For
because I
sure.
already said there, and I expect them to finish second and Man City third. Fourth place. I don't think fourth place is gonna be like Spurs, Man U, or Arsenal. I think fourth place gonna be. Kid, you know, hear me out. I think it's gonna be between Everton and Sheffield, brother.
I was going to ask you if you buying into the Everton hype yet. I was waiting you finish, and I was going to ask you if you buying into the Everton hype yet.
I'm not really. I don't want to say buying into it because, and although I just said I think Everton could finish 4th, 5th, but I'm saying that not because I think Everton is so great. I don't think they're bad, but I don't think they're so great. I'm saying that because it's Man U, Arsenal, and Spurs, be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these men will literally give Everton every reason to get a Champions League spot. So,
yeah,
I don't know, but Everton does look decent. You know what I mean? They look good. But I'm not buying into it like, oh boy, we better watch out. You know what I mean? No, I think if Man U and Spurs and Arsenal would get the act together and play like how they should be playing with the players they have, we should not even be giving other teams a chance at being that close to getting these chances. I ain't saying that we team so great, but dog, I giving Spurs credit too. You have players who should not even be up for debate when it comes to teams like Sheffield and Everton. You should not even be in this conversation of, boy, will Spurs make it to Champions League? Will Arsenal make it to will Manchester United make it to Champions League? But
we got 4 spots, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but I could see, and I know I said Everton. I also said Sheffield, but maybe the question is, why am I buying into this Sheffield thing so much? I don't know. Sheffield just look like a team that remind me of Wolves when Wolves first came into the Premier League, just giving a bunch of these big teams so much hell. Yeah. Sheffield remind me of that. Like, they give me that like Wolves first season vibe. Like, although they're not like the biggest name in the world, when it comes to playing 90 minutes of football, you're not getting this 3 points easily, bro. You're not walking over me like that. I think Sheffield is a very good, like, defensively a very good side. Attacking wise,
I think Everton got such a balance though.
Like, they got a much better balance than Sheffield.
In terms of being perfectly suited for the Premier League and then a bit of flair, a bit of you know what I mean?
I could understand that. Again, you know the reason why, and also I ain't sold on Everton is because Richarlison, right? As soon as Richarlison came from Watford, it was right. He was at Watford before Everton, right?
I'm pretty sure. In my head, I can see him in a Watford shirt.
I think it was Watford. Yeah, he was there with Decore and them boys.
Sure, of course.
Right. So, I expected Richarlison to go to Everton and tear it up.
Yeah.
That first season at Everton to me was horrendous.
It was
absolutely shocking. And then looking at it this second season, like, nah, you didn't even show me any signs that you're gonna be great. But it seems again, like, you seem to be proven wrong, because that first game I think he played well, and it's like, all right, but that's just one game, so we can see. But Everton, the rest of the team has upped their game, and it looked like Everton could and James up in there too, so it's like I'll give them some credit.
For sure.
So
I want to keep it going because more good teams got better is to watch. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just gonna say. As much as I am an Arsenal fan, to like that big man, like I want to see that kind of competition. You know what I mean? So
it's true. It's make it better. Make it better watch always. But
I honestly, I will say though,
Mm.
I can push Sheffield further down. Actually, you
Yeah,
know
I think
what?
you got to.
Nah, actually, you know what?
Mm.
Liverpool first, Chelsea second, Man
Mm.
City
Oh.
third,
Mm.
Arsenal fourth.
Arsenal fourth.
Arsenal fourth because, right, I'm going to buy into my managers. Like,
All right.
I can buy into Arteta. And I am 100% okay with being wrong on this, right? But
Oh yeah.
I can put Everton behind Arsenal too. This is gonna be a funny table. This is not a table that anybody would predict. I don't think anybody would say Arsenal fourth and Everton fifth.
So United. What are you saying?
I think Spurs can finish above United this season.
So too. I think
I
so
honestly
too.
think it. But the problem is, right, my table's so messed up because then, although I think Spurs genuinely will finish above United, do I wholeheartedly believe Arsenal is gonna finish fourth? You know what I mean?
And do you wholeheartedly believe Arsenal will finish above Spurs?
Yeah,
Who you do?
yeah, I
Gareth
do,
Bale,
I do,
Reguilon.
I really do, I really do. But
All
no, the
right.
question is where's that finish gonna be? You know what I mean?
It don't mean that if Spurs finish 15th and you finish 14th. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But I feel like it sounds stupid, but I feel like Arsenal, if not this season, next season for certain. I really don't want to be wrong, but I feel Arsenal getting back in the Champions League this season or the following season. But I really put my money on this season.
All right. Respect. Respect.
I could just see.
Yeah.
I feel like the football. This is what I wanted to see, right? I'm not forget the W's. I don't care about the win. Well, I care about the wins, but the wins is not the
Sure.
reason for me saying this.
All
The
right.
football looking better be.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
is what my issue. I
That
always
always
been saying
promising.
this
That always promising.
for
That
years.
always
I've been
promising.
saying this, bro. Like I don't really. I want even when we winning is like, but we barely get that win, and I don't want to see
Yeah.
that barely winning thing is like, and then the players like, thank you to all the fans, bro. No, you played terribly today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that
Yeah.
type of shit is so like frustrate the hell out of me because no one are bragging about getting a W, but that is not sustainable.
Yeah.
It was like when the season first started last season, and Arsenal got a tendency to always kind of start the season good.
Yeah, it's that little period when they lost two back-to-back seasons, back-to-back the opening day.
Yeah, but look at who we had back. We had Man City and then Chelsea the following friggin' day. That's the thing. We always get like a tough opening fixture.
Yeah.
Men's want to give you a Liverpool or Man City to start these. And it's like, really? Come on. But it's whatever. But now I think for the first few weeks, Arsenal is get like a decent little run going. And then as soon as you hit that December period, Arsenal capitulate for the rest of the season.
Long you can put off the better, obviously.
I think,
You know what I mean?
it really comes down to Arteta. I really feel like this man, I said the same thing about Emery, and I still to this day don't think I was wrong. I like Emery. Even though they might get sacked, everybody knows I'm a big fan of Emery. Big fan. But he needed to go because it was getting to a point where this contradicting what I said earlier when we was talking about Chelsea and Liverpool, where it was making that comparison between Emery and Lampard not being afraid to make changes. It seemed like Emery was getting so much slack coming on the last 2 months or 3 months in time at Arsenal that it was like, nah, as much as I know something here is not working, I ain't changing it. I'm not going to let these people think that I'm wrong. Nah, I am right. So normally the man would come in. Go ahead.
In terms of Arteta, though, right? What's your biggest issue with Arteta?
Biggest issue?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question, boy. What was my biggest issue? My biggest issue probably wouldn't even be an issue, but if it was to find one, to start with, give me a minute here. I feel like maybe
I was gonna tell you mine while you think, but you got.
I got one here. No, I think he reminded me of it's 50-50 because that's not always the case, but he reminded me of Wenger with this thing like where he seems to be getting like kind of like sympathetic with the players.
Okay.
In that
we talked about that before for sure.
It was like I don't like that, but at the same time I don't really want to give him that because that's not really true either. Because there's been times, but El Neni is in the starting 11. Really think about that. If El Neni is in the starting 11, a player who has not played an Arsenal game in like a year, right, and nothing has been wrong with him, but you bench him, man, like Ceballos, is like you showing that dog, whoever here I think suitable can get play. And as much as I love Ceballos, I literally convinced the man to get another.
I was gonna message you the other day. It's so good to see Ceballos back.
It is. It really is. So to me, I don't think it's all. I don't really want to give him that. Oh, you being real close and sympathetic with these players. I hope that you don't start just giving men starts because you like them. And I've seen that, but at the same time, I've seen Arteta say, put the foot down and be like, nah, like, you look terrible. Come off the pitch. I don't care if it's only 30 minutes in. Come off the pitch. You know what I mean? So
I think just for me, just as a, you know, if you think if you hey, it come to me, I get where you're coming from, but Wenger was different levels when it comes to that.
far, yeah, definitely. He was
You know what I
extreme.
mean? Yeah, but my thing as just an outsider, just like a neutral when it comes to Premier League football, it will for sure be like lineup sometimes be you don't
Yeah,
ever you feel like you don't ever get to see the
for anybody who don't know, Nathan is a Barcelona fan. Not he's not a Premier
yeah
League fan. He's a Premier League. He watches Premier League, but
watch
he's
you
not.
know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But anyhow, yeah. Finish off what you're
But
saying.
I feel like so often you never see Arsenal best lineup at all. You don't see all
Never,
you don't ever
yo.
see the best lineup on the pitch at all.
Facts, B.
You be genuinely excited for some men bring in.
I think
And then you
I've
gain any
seen
limits and you're like,
Arsenal's.
oh, at least this body on at least one person, two people on bench.
Yeah,
And you
no,
be
I
like,
agree with
she's
that. I
on,
agree
man.
with that. I agree. That's actually so true. As much as I know that, I don't know why that didn't cross my mind. That is so true. Even under Emery, is like you thinking
Yeah.
you can see the full best 11, and it's always that one or two persons, like
Yeah,
one,
that and you'd be like, come on, man.
and they're
And
out
then when
because
they
of an
come,
injury, you know.
no, I'm on the bench, you know, I'm literally on the bench. They're literally just on the bench. And you just be like, geez, I would like to see this body play this body, you know what I mean? You'd be like, damn, come on, man.
Like we haven't seen Aubameyang and Lacazette start enough games together.
Correct. Bamiyang, Lacazette, and Pepe
For sure, you
together,
thought that
like,
that
you just
would be
never
the
see that.
3-0 there to, you know what I mean? And you barely see
Like,
these
we
men start.
barely seen it. We barely seen it. And then, like, obviously, like, you can't expect it, but, you know, it's kind of new season with hype and all that. I don't
Yeah.
want to see a Gabriella Saliba partnership from the
I'm
goal.
desperate to see that. I'm so desperate to see that. Oh shit.
Like, how bad can it be? It can't be that bad. It can't be worse than some of the things we've seen before. Run it.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? But
If it is worse than the Mustafi and friggin' who else? David Luiz partnership, brother. We cursed.
for sure, but
I
he'll
got I
got his reasons for why, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, listen, as long
what
as you
he's
win in
putting
the
things
games
up.
and football and look bad, I ain't arguing with you. You know what I mean? You know
It's
better
true.
than me, but I would still in everybody's mind at least. I think people looking forward to seeing Gabriel and Saliba together.
Yeah, for sure. Because I just feel like certain players are there so long.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, in terms of like you sign a player every since. Say like man no sign like 2 weeks
yeah, for
ago.
sure. He should be
And
starting
like correct, you know what I mean? Man was deal announced last year. He's been there since pretty much FA Cup done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
He was in the locker room when we won the FA Cup.
Exactly, that's what I mean. He was there since FA Cup done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who knows more than likely before that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So to me, it's kind of weird that Gabriel signed after.
And starting, you know what I mean? That's so true.
You know what I mean?
Granted, I think Gabriel has more experience than Saliba, but Saliba is, should I say ready? No, but the man has played more than enough football to get a start in this battling. You know what I mean? But he should be fighting against Rob Holding.
Like,
come on.
You know what I mean? But my thing is, and you played that three at the back the other day. I would have loved to see a Saliba, Holding, and Gabriel back three.
For sure. I agree with that. The three at the back seem to be working for me though.
Yeah. You got the players for it now in a sense.
And the thing is, he changes it. He just change it throughout the game. I watched in the last game. Well, granted, that was against who we played last. It wasn't Fulham. We played Fulham first. We played.
So bad at this year.
I watched the match too. You know. I think Aston Villa, was it?
Listen. W over here, no W over one of your voices.
West Ham.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
we beat West Ham 2-1. That was one of them kind of get out of jail free card wins.
Right.
But I still think we deserve to win the game because to take off Lacazette, the only goal scorer at the time for Arsenal in like the 80th minute or something, Brian Nketiah, and then Nketiah scores the winner. But come on, you know what I mean? Like you need a goal. You need a goal. And the reason you can say why not bring off Aubameyang then, and like my thing is Aubameyang is playing on the wing that game. Lacazette's to the middle. Lacazette did what he did, and we wasn't getting anything out of him anymore. Bring on. I'm not arguing. Like I am fine with that. Bring on Nketiah then. You can
For
keep
sure.
Aubameyang on the wing because he's playing well on the wing today. I don't really want to mess that up. Oh, but we keep him playing on the wing, bring on another striker. And and Nketiah can be ready to get a goal, but like that man
For sure.
thirsty for a goal.
For
So
sure.
I like
It's
people.
brave. It's so brave to bring on like youngsters in SR situations, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Nketiah really proven that if we need a goal, I going out there to get it. I mean,
For
and I'm
sure.
just saying so because he scored in that game. He's done it on more than one
He's done it
occasion.
before, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really was not upset when I see the man take off Lacazette. I was like, we know Lacazette. You can really get 2 goals out of here.
Yeah. Over the course of 3 weeks, maybe.
Probably. I didn't expect.
One, you say that. You say that. You said I didn't upset you. He bring it off. You know what did upset me this weekend though?
What?
So we just talk about Saliba being there for pretty much a long time now and not starting, right?
Oh Lord.
Not starting the game.
I think I know what this game, but go ahead.
I don't feel like you do.
All right, go on,
right?
go on.
Who Ramon was easily past 2 years. They're one of my favorite Barca players.
Oh, all right. This is not going where I thought it was going. Well, it kind of, but no, favorite Barca players? No.
Yeah, last 2 years. 2 years.
I want to say Arthur.
Arthur. Arthur.
All right, good. I spot on with that.
And to watch, I was in shock when a Juventus lineup get put out and he was not starting in our midfield. I was in disbelief, big man. I could not believe it.
Wait. He didn't start because I didn't watch it. He didn't start.
He didn't start.
He was like bench.
Yeah. And I was like, I see the lineup and I was like, oh, Arthur injured, right? I just write it off because I was like, that deal get due months ago. Arthur was there every since. Of course,
Yeah.
Arthur, if he was fit, he would be playing. So I see the lineup and I was immediately, oh shoot, I didn't know Arthur was hurt. Boy, I scrolled and that is his first name on the bench. I said, jeez.
So wait,
Right?
that's another typical case of a team buying a player, a starting player, and not playing him.
No, because listen to me, Juventus ain't foolish. Barca come to me with a proposal talking about Pjanic for Arthur. I can do it too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The men ain't sitting themselves as we go and buy Arthur for 70 million straight up.
Yeah.
The man get a proposal put to them, yo, we in a bad situation. I'll give you this man younger and just as good as that man you got there. What you saying? All right, yeah, kind of true. But what I was saying is Arthur was there for so long.
Yeah.
Weston McKennie signed from Schalke not that long ago. Yet he could be in the midfield with Aaron Ramsey and Adrian Rabiot, brother.
Yeah. I could understand it.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. McKennie nice too. All them players nice. I was a Rabiot fan.
He nicer than Arthur.
You know I would. You know I'm gonna say no.
Truthfully though, is he nicer than Arthur?
Not different role players. Different role players for sure. Different role players for sure.
All right.
But in that midfield, if you are going to go with Rabiot and Ramsey, I could see why you would also go with Weston McKennie. You know what I mean?
All right, cool.
But at the same time, you could shift that around. You could. I get it. I understand. But it was just weird to me to see
you mad for
Arthur,
no reason. You mad for no reason.
Yeah, for sure. I like Arthur, but you know what I mean. But it was just weird to see like similar Saliba thing. Saliba was there for so long now.
Yeah.
And not getting any minutes, but Gabriel come and Sharp like a while after I started before that. It was weird to see Arthur play Champions League minutes at Barca, all of that. Was there for months, no training. Weston McKennie signed from Schalke, who had some shockers when I'm ready in Bundesliga. I started before him. It was weird to me because it was weird, but still a good midfield. A good midfield. I like Rabiot. Rabiot got his own issues when he ready. Rabiot could go missing when he ready. Rabiot agent is his mother who could be hard to deal with all the time. And you know what I mean. But I like Rabiot bad. Ramsey, you was a Ramsey fan.
I was a Ramsey fan.
But it was just weird to me to see that. I was so certain. And the same, it was kind of frustrating.
He'll get it. He'll get it. Starts. He will.
Yeah, man. He can look at my numbers, you know, right? And he can appear off the bench in every single game. And he can, like, men that don't watch it can be like, wait, Arthur got 38 appearances and 2 goals, 2 assists.
I hate them kind of men. I hate them.
But if you look back to the games, the man come on and he's 75th.
The man's come and put that stats on friggin' ESPN FC. Like, look at how many minutes played. Nah, they don't look at minutes played. Look at games played. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I hate it, bro. Them is men that like to half-ass the stats.
Correct.
I got like two more topics here that come to mind that I want to talk about. But for sure, the one I want to get into, the one I was itching to get into the entire night is this Luis Suarez thing, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Let me read this article here fast.
Right.
Luis Suarez suspected of cheating on Italian exam. I didn't even know there was an exam. But anyway, Luis Suarez has been told he is not part of Ronald Koeman's plans at Barcelona. Okay, we've been knew this. Right. Barcelona forward Luis Suarez is suspected of cheating to pass his Italian language test with the help of his teachers. The Perugia?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Perugia prosecutors department in charge of the investigation said on Tuesday. The Italian exam was a first step required in order to receive a passport. Yes, we know this. In quotes, the investigation showed that the subjects discussed during the exam were agreed beforehand with the candidate and that the grade was awarded to him even before the test.
Right. I didn't know that part.
Now, local prosecutor Rafael Cantone, a former head of Italy's National Anti-Corruption Authority, I don't even know how you just plan for having an authority like that, but okay, had been carrying out an investigation since February into university for foreigners officials over various irregularities. Suspicions over Suarez were aroused by an overheard conversation. February?
Had his own reasons for carrying out them investigations. So then,
my thing is,
saying like this will pique your interest. You can be like, it could be like a regular like nothing to do with football, just corruption type thing, and then you see a man that don't speak a bit of Italian get complex answers correct. You'll be like, what? Got want to know.
That thing, like, you've been carrying out an investigation since February, and you just happen to stumble upon this one.
No, you don't stumble on that. You know about that. No. You don't stumble upon Luis Suarez getting a passport. You stumble upon Nathan Knight getting an Italian passport after a week of studying Italian. And then you're testing to get all right.
There are no millions. There's no millions of dollars involved in you getting an Italian passport.
Exactly. As you may say, this man can get paid a $10 million salary or so.
Funny enough, not I mentioned that as with the next thing kind of saying. It says, but what do you think that we're going to fail him? Today I have the last lesson with Suarez and I have to prepare it because he barely speaks a word of Italian.
Correct.
Stefania Spina, one of the people targeted by the investigation, is claimed to have said, according to prosecution documents cited by Italian media, asked by a colleague what level Suarez should pass in Italian. Spina reportedly replied, he should not, but he must. He will pass because with a salary of 10 million euros per season, you can't make him fail. You know what I mean?
Hey, this is my thing, all right?
Let me finish off. Even if he doesn't know how to conjugate verbs and speak in the infinitive.
Yeah. Because the man said this man don't even know how to conjugate the verbs. The man speaking straight things, let me go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is my thing here, right? Luis Suarez past couple of years at Barca, right? You watch that first season of Luis Suarez at Barca, right? You watch a man, all the time, you know what I mean? No matter what, playing through injuries, whatever, like, there's a man that refused to lose. You know what I mean? The man would do anything to win a game. You know what I mean? Anything. He watch it in that 8-2 Paris game, 6-2 Paris, whatever it was, 6-1 Paris. The Bayern defeat got my head kind of kerfuffled now.
Hey, man, I said 8-2.
I said 8-2. Was it? Surely wasn't. You know what I mean? But long ball get played through the top. I'm pretty sure Marquinhos like gently rests his hand on Suarez, and Suarez hold his neck and like dump on the ground rolling. But
I remember that.
Suarez would do anything to win. That is how Ramon, I could tell you for a fact, he 100% cheated on this this examination.
No, I
He
don't think anybody don't.
100%
I don't
cheated.
think anybody
No,
don't.
that ain't
That,
even
you know
the
what I mean?
issue. That ain't even the issue. All of we know that the man cheat. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? All of we know he man cheat. That man don't speak no Italian.
Why
That man
would
don't
he?
speak no Italian. You know, correct. My thing is, my thing is, listen, listen. After like corruption is corruption. I get it. You know what I mean? And unless you got so many people that must use a play for passport, and I go out really hard way and get it. All right.
Yeah.
It's football, right? You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna say. It's football though.
It's football. Like,
This is my opinion on this. And again, disclaimer: this is very unprofessional, uneducated opinion, and I just talking about
yeah,
this from
yeah,
a football standpoint, a football fan,
right,
right?
yeah,
My man, you have less to worry about with a Luis Suarez getting a Italian passport for football purposes than
correct.
a regular old Ramon Robinson from our four
Correct, because
productions. You know what I mean?
this way saying, right? This way saying, if if you give Luis Suarez a passport, right,
Mm-hmm.
and Luis Suarez goes across there and gets into trouble, we know who he is. We could see outside tomorrow, pointing finger, wait, that's the man that do that, da, da, da,
Exactly.
right? You honestly have no issues about that. He's coming to play football. Let me get 100% clear. He can't play
Exactly.
football, right? In me coming from Barbados, brother,
Third
all of
world
a sudden
country.
I speak in Italian.
Exactly.
What this man can't cross here to do? You know what I
Exactly. You
mean?
want to know this man running drugs or saying like that? You
Correct.
know
You
what
know
I
what I
mean?
mean?
I ain't
B,
on a
you
work
know who he
permit.
is. He's coming to play football. I understand, boy, it can help you investigation a whole lot to pin
Rules
down
is
a man like
rules.
Suarez. Rules is rule 100%, 100%, 100%. And we saying that, but all that simultaneously we also saying, they gonna play football. They gonna play football.
That's my opinion on it too. You know what I mean? But again, that is us talking as football fans. You know what I mean?
For sure, right? 100%.
Yeah.
As I said, like, undereducated, just 100% football standpoint. You know
What
what I mean?
but the reason I find this whole thing so funny, right, is because the quotes, right? Like again,
Yeah.
that part that said,
Like all the
what do you
articles was
think we're
hilarious to
going to?
read.
Go on.
No, I was just saying that. I was just adding up. All the articles was just ridiculous to read. Just to
Oh,
read
right.
some of the terminology and some of the things he meant saying is just hilarious.
The things that in quotes are so like, but what do you think that we're gonna fail him? It's like, and
Correct.
that's actually something that was said.
Wait, you thought we were gonna not cheat?
I was
Are
like,
you
this man is
stupid?
getting paid 10 million euros per season. You can't fail
You
him.
know how much of that I'm getting? Huh? You know I'm getting advance off of that, right? And you thought I was gonna fail him?
We got no let him man friggin' go and play football, man.
I agree, man. They gonna
Stop
play
wasting
football.
my
But
time.
if you're looking at it, if you grafted since February on this investigation, I know you got a notable name, and you know full well, brother, that if I tell people that man cannot speak Italian, as you say, none of we in disagreement that he cheat. All of you know
Yeah.
that he cheat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for that fella investigation, that person investigation, you know, it perfect. It like got you know.
For
He
sure.
easily put this look. Put a
It's
camera because he
stupid.
know as he going to the airport and we can interview you and see things in Italian. Let me see what you say. You know what I mean? It's easy
And
for
just
me
say all you
investigation.
need
I
to learn
understand
to
that.
say in Italian is I don't feel like speaking today or no comment.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. You know what I mean?
But
I
yeah,
100%.
so the
But
last thing. Oh, go.
I was just glad. Like I personally it'd be hard to watch some of these players left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the situation in the club, we just talk about Wenger being too sentimental with players and thing, man. But like when you watch players that do so much, you know what I mean? Is be like, yeah, I understand, but I understand, man. It's all right. You know what I mean? So I was so glad when this move break down. So like genuinely because like part of me don't want him to get away, you know what I mean? Because the other thing is too is that if he does go anywhere, who are we going to sign anyhow? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well just keep it. If you could tell me no, remember if we sell Suarez this week, we could get Lautaro Martinez. I would say, all right, go on. You know what I mean? But the
Yeah,
Marty
but
said they're selling Lautaro no more. Too late for them negotiations, them say. So
yeah,
he's
okay.
staying. So then it's like, even if we sell Suarez, what are we gonna get? I understand it's big wages off the wage, but one of those guys that's terminated contract for free anyhow. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if they ain't got no upside to it, you might as well leave like these players who
Truthfully though,
been there and done it. You know what I mean?
how quickly are these players gonna be out of Barcelona?
You mean these players that we trying to get rid of?
Like, all right, who are y'all trying to get rid of right now?
Well, Semedo deal to Wolves pretty much done.
I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know about that
Yeah,
until you just mentioned that.
yeah. Semedo to Wolves probably could get announced tomorrow. Brighton
You
early,
know what I
maybe.
wasn't expecting? Now I don't really want to stick on this too long because we talking about Barcelona, but Jota to Liverpool
Yeah, that one jumped me.
out of nowhere, bro.
That one jumped me. Good deal though. I was gonna bring that up earlier, but
You know,
it was
I
a good
just
deal.
put I had to Jota was in my fantasy. He still is.
Mm.
And I bench him for last game week, but no, I'm pretty sure he can start for Liverpool next game. So I put him back in the starting
I don't
11.
think he will. I don't think he will at all.
I
Like that's.
I would like to believe he will.
I don't think he
But
will.
start
I
over
think
who? You know what I mean? Start over who?
correct. That's what I'm saying. You don't bench Salah. You don't bench Mane. You don't bench Salah. You know what I mean?
You
But the
could
thing
bench
is, you need Firmino.
friggin' I don't think they can do that, but I was gonna say it can friggin' oh crap. I call him wrong name. I was gonna say friggin' Henderson, but that's stupid.
Oh shoot, now. Cause Thiago coming for Henderson.
Right.
No, well, depends on. I don't think Klopp can do that, man. I don't know. If anybody can, if Henderson, it can be Thiago anyhow. So,
Yeah,
but
right. Back to
Jota
that
could play
Barcelona
any play
thing.
across the front line though. So like, if you like, he can be an off the bench player, but he perfect because Diogo Jota very streaky, he inconsistent as heck. So he perfect to throw on off the bench, add some pace to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. So
I'm surprised that Jota was like, oh well, he had a saying that he cool with that.
good Liverpool
Yeah.
for sure. Football and basketball, man.
I
Football and basketball for
need to be a
sure.
starter.
God sign that contract. He know what he getting into, man. Don't worry about that. All these players back themselves. These men is going to these situations thinking, I can go put this man on reposition. No,
I
like
understand that,
that
but
good.
man, I think I know because I got like this attachment to Wolves though. Is like
Yes, I got a strange attachment to Wolves for real.
you didn't that team was looking like I mean
I
they were a
didn't
bit
want
of a
it. It kind of
letdown last
yeah,
season, but
but
still.
then when you tech me one of them, you just be like, damn, I don't care what none of want to know.
Bro, the only thing I'm holding on to right now is Bolly Jimenez, of course.
Ruben Neves,
Neves, you know what I
Raul
mean?
Jimenez, Traore, you know what I
And
mean?
Traore, that's about it for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
But
Traore
when you
holding
tech
off
me,
on a thread.
yeah,
Because
he's tricky when
I could
he's
see
ready
him
to.
leaving. Well, I could see somebody buying him
Mhm.
at some
Well, I
point.
remember Liverpool at the beginning, even though was interested. So
Yeah,
in an
so
alternate
whatever.
dimension, Liverpool saying Adama. But yeah, the Barca thing, like yeah,
I was
Semedo
asking
only
who else
will.
y'all getting rid of. Yeah.
Semedo only will. Rakitic was a big one to get out. Vidal went today. Them was the big ones. That I didn't want to get deals for. So
Bruh, that
pretty
is crazy,
much,
B.
yeah.
That is shocking. Like, that is ridiculous to me. Like, to see how, like, bruh, like, I can't fathom how quickly all that happening, right?
Yeah, it's strange because it kind of didn't. Like, if you obviously on a Barca fan, so you're paying it as close
Yeah, yeah.
attention, but this stuff drag on. If you be honest with yourself, this like deals like this, Vidal to Inter deal drag on. Rakitic was done pretty quickly, but yeah, certain things drag on, man. But that's
You
about
got
it. Them was
faith
the
in
main ones.
Ronald.
Losing it by the day, losing it by the day.
The man ain't play a
He's a
day of football
madman.
yet, B.
What?
The man ain't play a day of football yet.
Right, right. But then when you was telling me things like, Ricky Puig ain't got a future at this club. Yeah, this man who you talking about?
Oh man.
Man's a madman. He came with some mad decisions since he landed. Things of this Wijnaldum chasing on this Wijnaldum
I
thing,
tell you
like
that
it's
was
like
terrible from the get go, big man.
100% beat. And like the man literally, the board was interested in. The board wanted to try attempt to sign Thiago, right? It was very late, right?
Mm.
But the board wanted to attempt to sign Thiago, and this man still went no like, no, we get Wijnaldum.
For what? You know what I mean? For what?
So you can tell me you could get a man, right? It's hilarious. If Wijnaldum stay at Liverpool, Thiago was gonna come and put him out of a position, but yet you can tell me to get Wijnaldum.
It's just.
Interesting.
What about Depay? What
Interesting,
Depay?
but
Depay? What?
that going cold as a recent. That going so cool as a recent. It was just because it's funny because La Liga actually got rules this season, right? That you have to sell players before you even bring in players. That's why if you look at La Liga, none of the top three sides didn't really make signings up to no.
What? That's like a rule from this season.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
that's ridiculous. You if them don't change that, like they can fall far behind the rest of Europe in 1 year's time.
That's kind of
You
That's
you got
stupid to me.
England buying it, man. I was the one, but yeah, I got to try to sell man
Yeah,
before I could buy man.
exactly.
It's so dumb, B. So that's why they was trying to get a lot of men off the books first, and then bring in men,
That kind of
right?
reminded me of basketball, and it's similar in a way, like how like a lot of trades go down in basketball, not really like more trades going in
Yeah,
basketball than buys, right? So in
yeah,
order for you to get a player, you gotta give up a player. You know what I mean?
correct.
Football is a little
You
more
can't just let
detrimental
them out
because
for
more
nothing.
money's involved. So
Yeah, to me that was weird. That was a weird decision. I get is a financial thing. You want like it's a kind of like a
it's like financial fair
it's,
play.
it kind of basically saying we're not going to allow you to get in trouble financial fair play wise. You know what I mean? We watching you that close. We know when they're doing jump cross there
That's
financially.
dumb.
So you know what?
That's
So you
stupid.
know what? I ain't even gonna let one to sell them, man. I ain't even gonna let one to bring them, man. Cause I know when the books ain't good. I know when the books ain't good. When I just had to sell, when I just had to do a deal with Pjanic at Arthur just to save 10 million so when the books don't look bad. So let me do a favor. When I
Nah,
don't buy the boy, to when I sell the boy. Simple. That's all.
that need to I don't like that. I mean, look, maybe it's one of the things where you can kind of learn to live with it, but I don't like that.
Nah, that's ridiculous. As I said, you can fall behind Europe. You'll fall behind the rest of Europe in like a year's time.
It can be hard for you to
No, the
keep up
boy.
with these other men, bro. Like, nah.
Especially for Barca in a situation where so much reinforcements already needed.
Yeah, for sure. What do
So
you
now
think?
you got to look to sell 10 men before you sign 10 men.
Where
And
you
we
think
need to
Messi?
book
Where you
10
think
men.
Messi landing?
Manchester City.
I would like Messi to just retire.
You know, I'm not upset with that. No, I'm very upset with that, actually. He
Boy,
got so much more to give.
I know that.
And, and the thing is, like, B, you watched the interview. You watched the interview with him, man.
No, I didn't.
Be it heartbreaking, B, because I genuinely, before football had even started back, I was telling my brother, like, B, if I'm Leo Messi, I think I mentioned it one of the other times we talk. May not have be a call, but one of the other times we talking to this, like, if I was Leo Messi, I leave in this club this summer because after the last two capitulations in Champions League, I'm gonna ruin my legacy at this. Yes, we talked this on your phone before. I'm gonna
Yeah,
ruin my legacy, bro. I need to win some. I need to win at least one more Champions League before I bow out. I need to win some league titles. I need to enjoy my football, let alone that. I can't deal with all the politics all the time. I can't deal with all of that, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. Right? And then, like, even though I say all of that, right? Even though I say all of that, I seen it being like an assumption of like off of body language and off of what I hope I would feel personally if it was me and I was that good and my years getting wasted because of a board.
Yeah.
But then to hear he say it, even though I was correct and I hear like that's exactly what I was saying, it was kind of like, B, just let the man go.
Yeah, for sure. I can
Let the
understand
man
that.
go. Because you got a man that gave your whole life to this club. And man, just ask you, like, please, just let me go enjoy the rest of my football career. It's simple as that.
The
Let
thing
me
is,
enjoy the
right?
rest
I
of my
was
football
looking at
career.
it like, well, that is what the contract states, but my man,
No, you got a no.
uh-huh.
It, like, yes, that's what your contract states. But you then Bartomeu at first, when it was going on, he basically was saying that like, damn, Leo, we can't do nothing for you because the contract say you would have to tell me before a specific date.
Yeah,
Sorry, man. You know what I mean? If you're a person and this man telling you, please, I'd telling you for the entire season I didn't want to leave, right? Which is another thing, right? And as if the man didn't tell you he didn't want to leave before he did. He never given a
he
written
just never put
I
in a
want to leave
formal request.
formal, but the man said on several occasions throughout the entire season, I told Bartomeu, I don't want to be here at any season. I want to leave at any season. I feel like that's enough for the man to say, I actually did let you know that I want to leave. We were talking
Yeah,
about,
for sure.
you know what I mean?
But
But
when
he
it
thing
comes to like
was
these legalities, you know how it is.
100%. And you don't want to be trust me, you don't want to be the president that lost Leo Messi.
For sure.
You don't want to be that president here. So the thing is, no, then it can't. But if you were a real person, be and somebody who do that much for the club, you know what I mean? I understand you're in a different position than a fan or anything like that. You got because you already holding a law stick, but that's your fault. If you didn't put yourself in these positions before, you could have part ways with Leo Messi perfectly and let me look to, you know what I mean, start
Yeah,
the club in a better way. If the club was in a dire situation, you could easily let Leo Messi go. If you didn't just hold 8-2 against Bayern Munich, because
yep.
all this truthfully, the club was in a bad state, but then like a magnifying glass get put over you after that 8-2 performance, brother, right?
I feel
Club was in
like
a
that's what made it look like because you know
bro.
there're
If
gonna
we
be a
beat
lot
up
of
2-1, if we got beat 2-1,
yeah.
B, all this hullabaloo wasn't happening.
For sure.
Messi would have still won
And
the
a
league.
lot of
Don't get me
people
wrong.
who don't even follow, like, who don't watch La Liga or follow Barcelona like that but getting hop on the news every now and then. They can be like, they may just get beat 8-0, like the whole club in an uproar, not knowing that first of all there was a lot of this going on already.
Right. The club is already in problems. When you hold an 8-2, you should never be holding that Suarez. I'm sorry. Even though we saw it coming, I'm sorry. At one point, like, man, just say, look, man, let me stop. Look, man. All 11 of we come back here. It's already 4. We ain't going through.
Yeah.
So let me practice it. We ain't going through, man. Let me hold this 4. We already got one. Suarez and Alaba. Thanks. 4-2.
Yeah.
We shut it down. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
But I know that anyway is play for. You know what I mean? It is talking foolishness. But
right, well, I guess.
But you should never be holding them score lines, big man. Like, you should never be holding them score lines. But
not Barcelona.
Nah, and then as I said, though, like if you's a person, if you's a real genuine person, you should be able to listen to a man that gives so much over the years to the club and just be like, all right, I can grant you one wish. You ain't asked this club for nothing over the time you to hit. You ain't asked this club for nothing, and you gave us so much. He's always said that he's my man. If you hear the man talk with this club, even in that interview, the man, he would speak bad words with the president. He would speak bad words about who ain't doing them job, but the man would never say something about FC Barcelona in a bad way.
For sure.
Man, never say anything bad with fans. The man, if you ask him a question like how you feel, like, man, certain people say things like your devotion towards the club, man, so that was genuinely break my heart. Because
I just love to see the man, like, somebody was showing up, I don't know if it's Sports Center or whatever to upload it, but like show like a compilation of the man, like after goals running into the fans and what, like, that's so, like, bruh, you can see the man don't even care what happened. I ain't care.
It's get chills how much the man, how connected the man was to this club, right? And it'll be a shame to see the man go. But if there's one thing that'll be worse, is to see the man time at the club and in a kerfuffle like this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it'll break my heart, because as I see the man get, even
I ain't want to come to a Premier League so that win, though. I can tell you that.
And I'll tell you this, he would.
I know he would, but I don't. That's what I said. Look, I rather, when I told you I would rather man retires, because, bro, don't come to a Premier League side and.
Hey, listen, my thing is, bro, because I know it for a fact. I watch Leo Messi all my life, and I watch players who are a similar style of Leo Messi and not as good. Tear up Premier League. I had men for years telling me Leo Messi can't do it Premier League, brother. I can't wait till the 33, 34-year-old Leo Messi.
You know why that has pissed me off? Man, I don't want to draw this on too long because I can end the video right now. But it's like, on what basis can Leo Messi not tear up in Premier League?
Leo Messi can't, but Bernardo Silva can.
That's
Riyad Mahrez can. Alexis Sanchez can, but Leo Messi, nope.
How can Sanchez at one point dominate the league? You know what I mean?
But Leo Messi, Sanchez, who is not in top 100 players ever, right?
You know what I mean?
But Leo Messi, the greatest of all time. However you want to look at it.
Man, but you know them is the same man that would say CR7 would tear it up in Premier League, which he did
because he got the physique and he could jump. Tell me how I can get a ball off my foot that is not an inch off it.
Brother, dog, I can show you a way, right? You probably did. You play a lot of football. I play a lot of football. For sure. Listen, not trying to give these men I play against so much credit, but I played against men who play similar to Messi in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I cannot get the ball off of these men. They got a fella named Teague. If you watch this, I'm giving you a shout out right now. I can never get the ball off Teague foot, bro. Like, it don't move from the man foot. Wherever he go, the ball going. And it's like, so this is what it's like to play Messi.
And times that by 2 million, and then you got
Messi. Exactly. You know, so I don't know why man's be with this foolishness. Like, oh, well, bro, I can't break it.
Big man, this is my other thing. Man can say, man, you men in Premier League, you some tough, bro. I just know you don't watch La Liga. You don't watch La Liga. I just know. All right, so then tell me this. All right. Again, I can see the argument of men like Suarez and players that do a similar thing. Ball at my foot, run at me. Ball stick on my foot. That don't do it as good as Leo Messi, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I've watched Leo Messi tear at Man City. I watched Leo Messi tear at Arsenal. Before the capitulation, his second leg, he tore up Liverpool.
Yep.
He could get hit. it's like when you say it to basketballers, like he can get his whenever he want.
Yeah, exactly.
He can affect the game however he want. If this man look at the man is a genuine genius. He's watching man sometimes and the man's be like, bam, can I get past this man here to save my life today?
Man's a team player.
All right, let me drop deep here and start springing balls to me.
Exactly.
He's gonna affect the game no matter what. The man
To
starts
me,
to be off
like,
the chains.
and I know it's the
Telling you
easiest
this,
thing to
right?
say. Is the easiest. Oh, finish off what you were saying.
Telling you this early prediction. If he get in Man City next year, right? I 100% guarantee you this right now. The single season record for chances created broken by January, brother. By January.
But no, I on you side because it's like I don't understand this argument, but he wouldn't do it in Premier League as though Premier League is one of the most defensive leagues in the friggin' world, when in fact it is not. And I like, bro, that thing just frustrates me so much, bro. Because and then it's come across, you know, countless times, man, still as a Barcelona fan, but now it's like when I meant to say so, but I only telling you because I watch La Liga more than most men who follow, like more than most Premier League fans as I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I watch more La Liga than the average Premier League fan. You know what I seen? But it's like it's frustrating me because Ben when it's saying that he would get the whole tackle thing that is frustrating me. Like you will put a tackle.
Messi don't like tough tackles. What are you talking about? Me, watch
that type man in Premier League is the first man to fall down from the slightest touch.
All right, man. You know what I mean? Who it was cheese on bread? Join a blank. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, he's like punny foot the other day. Don't get me wrong. I watched that and I was like, from a man that's play football, that is hurt.
Yeah.
But I get so much in my life, I never dropped to my knees, brother, and roll about like that man the other day.
For sure.
Bruno Fernandes could do in Premier League, but not Leo Messi. All right, bro. I think we can end it because that's madness.
Sure, I don't. That thing about like if you see how it just look frustrating. I know why people be saying that because it is frustrating to see that a ball is beyond a man foot for so long and nobody can't get it off. But dog, it is difficult.
No, it's not because men ain't trying to hit it. It's because he can't get it. It's because he can't get it.
And the thing is, if you don't see a man reaching in, I can tell you this again from playing against this fella Teague. When you reach in, then the man gone,
beat, brother.
You beaten. So instead, you just be trying to like hold the space and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Correct. Instead of like jerking out a foot, because when you do that, I know you can't recover faster than things to catch your man.
They got days in the Premier League because I generally assume he will be there next year. There will be days when they got men that can take one for the team and lash you from behind. I just said, well, I wasn't even going for the ball.
I wait the day he go up against Van Dijk and Van Dijk ring a tackle in him.
Well, he give Van Dijk trouble in the first leg each time. We're not crazy.
For sure, but now listen, you know Nathan. If he could beat Van Dijk 9 times and the one time Van Dijk ring a lash and he everybody be like, you see what I tell you? Like,
very true. It can come from one of these like hard grafting like Premier League sides like a Sheffield, some of the Sheffield that can just say Cody. I got Messi, De Bruyne, Sterling today. Penalty box, man. That's where he is today. Right? And I can't wait. Yeah, he's Leo Messi. I can understand that. But when 9 and 10 men surround you every time you touch the ball, trust you can got more bad players now. You will have good.
For sure, B.
You know what I mean? They're gonna got ideas for sure. But when he but any side that intend to actually play football, they
brother, 90% of football chances are misses.
Correct. Not only that, but for a defender, you match up against a striker and you the entire game, right?
Yeah.
You feel like if you being honest, like majority of the moments you can get best striker, but if that man put 2 goals in net, the boy ain't studying what he heck he doing the 35th minute.
Exactly.
Thank you. You know what I mean?
That was kind of what Mustafi was trying to say when he had that little interview last season.
Correct. And he was 100% right.
He was trying to say, yeah, y'all always ready to give us stick when we make these 1 or 2 mistakes that cost you the game, I admit. But it's like you doing this throughout the course of 90 minutes and you constantly getting pressure from this 1 or 2 men all the time.
That's what he's saying. Like, that's what he's saying. I can get better you so many times, but like if a man scored 2 goals against VB and we lost 2-0, all of that was for nothing.
Or nothing. You got defensively, you got to be on every single time. So I can understand that, but we can see what happened. We can see what happened.
There's no doubt in my mind he can tear man up.
For sure, me too. You know what I mean?
No doubt in my mind.
I just hope
I feel ain't gonna be none. 100%, because they can hear foolishness like man. He ain't super, you know what I mean? At that time, like. The man is a 32-year-old, 33-year-old, 34-year-old man, and you don't expect to get hurt. You would get hurt in Spain, brother. But it can be sad to watch. Be like, I'm telling you that can be like,
Yeah.
That can be one of these like party atmospheres. You can't miss like a Premier League debut for Leo
No,
Messi, big man. Like,
nobody can miss that. Listen, bro,
nobody
the
can miss
entire
that. That can do World
world,
Cup numbers.
bro.
That can do World Cup numbers, brother. That can do World Cup
That
numbers.
box office,
That
that
man
is
is a
box
star.
office.
This way tell me. Here you see when that whole saga went on, my man, with the whole transfer, don't ever tell me there is a bigger player that ever touch a ball than Leo Messi, my man. You see the complete media frenzy that had when the man talk he want left, my man. You got basketball clubs tweeting, man, you want to come here. You got Formula One teams asking it. Messi,
I ain't see all that talk where Ronaldo went Juventus. You know what I mean?
Correct. As a man say, bro, when you the right or left Real Madrid, too many want you. Madrid and Juventus. That's what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Everybody and the mother don't want Messi.
The world would be the world they put on its whole big man. I never seen that in my football life. Because people know the levels. People know the levels, man. Because we know for a while if you pick up Leo Messi, this man, as I say, I don't even expect man's getting on the age. I don't expect the man to go put up 25, 30 in Premier League.
Yeah,
trust me though, he can get 15 and 15. 15 goals, 15 assists.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Man, don't do that.
Chances created, record broken. Sure. You can imagine he playing with De Bruyne, Sterling, making runs whole day. I'm missing them to besides chances record wreck, brother. You talking about?
Yeah.
Kun Aguero, he best friend. Only two may be.
Sterling like to miss some sitters when he did.
That's what I'm trying to show you, brother. I can see Messi saying, "Damn, boy, one minute I got a grease on no." I just know my hand play a beer jump. We know Raheem. This is my play a beer jump.
Raheem, boy, he out from Barbados.
He gotta be. He from islands.
Well, yeah,
they put him on goal 3 times now.
That gonna be about it for today. This went on a lot longer than I thought, but it was good though. It was good.
For sure. This is a classic one. This is probably the best one in my opinion so far.
The only problem is the video is literally just the nostalgia logo.
And I feel like
that's not a problem.
Perfect.
And that's not a problem.
At Nostalgia Season on IG, let me get this thing going.
Yeah, Nostalgia Season is nostalgia underscore SZN. You know, guys.
Correct.
Get our follow, check out the merchandise, and shoot that man a DM.
For sure.
And that's about it. Until next episode, man.
For sure.